This is actually the best time for we all to seize this opportunity. If the Burkina Faso president is actually opening his arm to actually um accept everyone to come and invest in the country, I mean, why are we going back? Why don't we just grab this opportunity and just embrace it and see how it goes? Well, after saying Burkina Faso for some time now, I've noticed some of the things that I think they are problem. And then whenever you identify a problem, you should identify the solution, right? So I just came with this wonderful solution, and I think that why not share with you? Maybe you are a Burkinabe who is outside the country or inside the country itself, and then you see, sometimes when you're in the country yourself, you tend not to see the problem, you see, or you tend not to see the solution. You're always seeing the problem, but solution to the problem is a kind of a problem to you. Yeah, so that is why I came with this 10 business ideas that I think that if you are in Burkina Faso, you can actually make use of it. After having thought about it, after having seen what is going on in the country, I think this is the best time for you to actually grab it. We know in Burkina Faso we have transportation problem. Someone will come from another country and the person is actually waiting to get a taxi or to get a means for him to get you to wherever you want to go, and it's a problem. I know right now they have the electric cars, yes, which I showed you guys how wonderful and amazing it is, but it is not enough. It is not enough. After having seen or go round, I've not seen Trotsky like the way we have it in Ivory Coast, we have it in Ghana and other parts of the country. I mean, other countries as well. So I came up with this idea that if you are into transportation, why don't you go? Because the president said, okay, if you have an idea, come and let's talk about it. Why don't you go and suggest it to the presidency and see how it goes? I mean, if right, you can't tell me that Burkinabe people, when they get a car, they wouldn't go. It's not only Burkinabe that are inside Burkina Faso. There are people who are outside the country who have now come to stay in Burkina Faso. And right now, tell me, as it is going, a lot of people are looking forward to actually move to Burkina Faso. And in the years to come, transportation will be a big problem if people don't come in to actually support or actually put measures in place. The president can do his part, but you as a citizen, if you see that this is the problem, I mean, you should bring a solution, and this is the solution. One thing I've noticed, they don't have this long bus that actually convey people from one end to another. The one I see, they call it long bus, but it's actually not long enough for me, and then they are kind of old. They are not big enough for good transportation. Imagine, not everybody ride motor. Yeah, not everyone ride motor. Someone from another country can come and doesn't know how to ride motor. If this transportation system are in place and then it is rainy season or it is even hot, people will want to take the bus. And because the bus is not available, that is why they are taking motor. Yeah, when bus is available, they will actually consider taking lots of buses than actually taking motor. So let me know, what do you think? Do you think it's a nice idea to actually venture in the transportation system in Burkina Faso? And then if you're in Burkinabe, and then let me see, what do you think about it? Put it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Another wonderful idea or business idea that you can actually venture in Burkina Faso, it is real estate business. Yes, I get, when I did the last two videos, people were like, oh, they don't have tall buildings, they don't have modern buildings, they don't have this building, these buildings. Where are you? Meanwhile, you know you can invest in this. What are you waiting for? You don't actually expect the government to do everything. Yes, you can actually bring up those buildings, those big buildings, but it is not enough. A country cannot depend on the government. Yes, government cannot actually do everything. All those big cities that you see in America that you are staying, or in Europe or wherever you are staying, and then they have these big buildings, it's not only constructed by the government. Citizens actually came together, or some people came together, and then they thought it wise, okay, why don't we actually put up this project and then see if people are going to buy into it or not. This modern world, Burkina Faso, Burkina Faso are going to cherish this. And then if you go to Ouagadougou, you could see how amazing those houses are. Very beautiful. And tell me, do you think people are not staying there? A lot of people are staying there. So if you should have another community like Ouagadougou in another place, and a lot of people are actually building houses, and it's a real estate house, don't you think it's going to be amazing? Don't you think people are going to buy into those ideas? Because lots of people nowadays, because of the president, want to come to the country, and this is actually a good business for you. Do you think if you actually venture into real estate whilst you are building offices or you are building houses, do you think people would actually come in or not? Of course they are going to come in, because I went to Ouagadougou and I could see the amazing stuff they are doing there. I went to the airport side and I could see the actual, like, the amazing buildings they are putting up there. But do you think it is enough? No, it is not enough. One person cannot actually do everything. The countries that we go, we see big buildings. They are not only done by the government. Citizens come together and reason and actually put up those buildings, and they make money from it. When an opportunity actually stare at you, just grab it. This is just an opportunity. The government is really, it is open for everyone to come and do business. If you are business minded, come to the country, come and invest. They are looking for investors. And I'm sure most of you will be like, oh, what about the state, the security? They are doing all the means to actually bring back safety, security to the country. And if you don't take the opportunity right now, and you are waiting maybe 5 years to come, 10 years to come, if you snooze, you will lose. If you take your time too long, it might get to that time and then everything is just, I'm sorry to say, maybe the land that you're not coming to buy, it might be expensive, although the president actually putting measures in place for inflation to come down. But if you still don't take care, it will get to that time and then the opportunity might have been lost. And another business I also actually introduced. I know most of people have been talking about agribusiness a lot, which we can't take it from Africa. If you're in Africa and then your mind is not about agriculture, then I'm sorry, really sorry. But the agriculture that I'm coming to talk about is about the animal part. Let me tell you something. There's this goat in Burkina Faso that people from other parts of the country, Ivory Coast, Ghana, they are so engrossed. They are so much into it that even if they want million pieces, sometimes they might not get. But imagine if you take it upon yourself and then you go into those goat business, guess what? Call me, I'll come and market it for you. I tell you, I give you my word, call me, I'll come and market it for you, because we have lots of people here who actually want goat from Burkina Faso, and if they place their orders, the amount they are getting, they can't get enough. Which means that we need more people to actually go into those businesses to actually help other people who want to buy. And the fact that you are doing that, you're actually making money for yourself, and you are putting the country image on top as well. So when in the years to come, when they said the biggest producers of goods is Burkina Faso, who is taking the praise? Who is taking the praise? It is you, the citizen, and it is you, the farmer, that is actually doing that business. So guys, I don't know, I'm just so happy about talking about businesses you can do in Burkina Faso. Another business is also food and beverages. When it's rainy season, lots of fruit in Burkina Faso. The nature is so beautiful in Burkina Faso when it's raining. I know I've not actually been to Burkina Faso when it's raining, but per what I have seen and per what people have said, After analyzing everything, I said this is the best opportunity. And even right now that it's not even rainy season, they still get apples. Tell me, where are they getting the apples from? I'm sure some people are actually doing the apples somewhere. And imagine if you go into food and beverages, and people are actually coming to the country a lot. Let's take for instance a lady in Ivory Coast. She actually opened a restaurant and she's selling all kind of dishes from different from different African countries, and now she's making a billion, yes. And now that eyes are on Burkina Faso, I mean all eyes on Burkina Faso. So tell me, if you venture in this food and beverages businesses, do you think it's not going to go well? Just look for a spot closer to the airport or closer to the stadium and tell me, will it go or it won't go? It will go, because imagine they are now building a new stadium in Burkina Faso. This is just the right time for you to seize the opportunity. Go around, make lots of information, get lots of information around that place, and just get a land around that place. In the years to come, you will come back here on this same video. You're going to write to me, Hajara, thank you for this advice. And I'm saying it again, all eyes is on Burkina Faso. And then if this country is able to restore all this problem that we are facing, I mean the terrorist problem that they are facing, and in the next future there's no more insecurity in the country, this is going to be a destination for everyone to want to visit. Even right now that it's quite some way, people are still engrossed, people still want to visit the country. Imagine if the country is now more stable. Grab this opportunity. Business ideas are also put in place is tourism and hospitality. I know people have been hearing so much about this, but this is actually different. This is ecology. Here in the northern region of Ghana, we know we have dry season, we have the normal season, yes, but it gets so hot here that people actually want to go to a place where they will distress themselves. The same thing in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso weather, I know it is much more hotter than here in the north, but it's actually almost the same. So imagine if here, even here in Ghana, in the northern region, people want ecology. Imagine in Burkina Faso, do they want it or not? They will want more of it. In case you don't know how ecology look like, it's like you are building a place where you actually build trees around, like a forest, and then I don't know whether you have ever been to Akosombo or Ebri, yeah, Ebri, how that place look like. If something like that should be in Burkina Faso or Ouagadougou, it will be so amazing. There's this place that is actually 45 minutes away from Ouagadougou. It has a nice beach called Lombe Beach. This person right now, the amount of money the person plays at this place is actually mind-blowing. And tell me, the person is actually cashing out or not? He or she is cashing out big time. I'm making a video on this place and the place is so beautiful. Having this place in the center of the country, I mean in Ouagadougou itself, it is going to be mind-blowing. A lot of people are going to visit, because when I come to Burkina Faso, one thing, I want to enjoy myself. Two things, I want to see the country, yes, because we've been talking about the country. Three things, I want to distress myself. So how or where do I actually distress myself? So this is when these eco-lodge places come in, having a nice restaurant, a nice places. I'm not saying they don't have nice places, but if you have more of it, and you know, I'm telling you again, all eyes on Burkina Faso. So one is not enough. It depends on how you stand out. A lot of people can be in the food business, but how you stand out, it is what it is. It is how you carry yourself that people are going to actually purchase more of your businesses, and make use of social media. Of course, we are going to go viral doing that. business idea. I know I've been talking a lot, but this one is actually mind-blowing. You know, in Burkina Faso, the weather tends to be very hot, a lot of sun. What do you think we can use this sun for? I know people have come up with the idea of solar energy, which is very fantastic, and then it is not enough. I went to a place where they sell animal, and then almost the entire place, they actually generate their energy, I mean their light from from the sun, by using the solar energy. And that's so mind-blowing. So imagine you go into this business of solar energy, you learn everything about solar energy, and then you actually make the sun, use the sun for your advantages. And let's go, do you know that let's go, I mean the Sahel car that they just brought, the electric car, while they charge their car, they actually use the solar energy to actually charge the car. So this is how rich it is, this is how important it is, this is how amazing it is. So actually consider solar energy, renewable solar energy, and then it is going to be an amazing one. And another business idea is about farming. And I'm talking about farming that is for goat farming, but this one is farming itself. The president is giving land, not free, I don't know whether it is free, but they're having vast land for farming. Why don't you seize this opportunity? Farming is never for the poor. Why don't you actually seize this opportunity and also register to be a farmer and start farming? Yes. And whilst you are farming, you are also doing processing. I'm sure in Burkina Faso, they do a lot of shea nuts, like they produce a lot of shea nuts and lots of cotton. And now they are trying to, they have a cotton factory right now. But if you have multiple of it, where we use those cotton to actually manufacture our own clothes, we use those factory, that these ideas are something that the president is going to welcome it. If you're someone outside the country, and then you can learn more of it and come to the country, you have an upper hand. Or if you're someone in the country, you will have the advantage to go outside there and go and learn it from someone who knows it, and you come back, you make it function, you have an upper hand. In fact, we have lots of businesses. I said I'm going to mention 10, and then it's like it's up to 10, or it's more than 10, or it is not yet 10, but I'm going to add the next one to it. So the next one is actually education. There's no way we can't talk about all these businesses ideas and we're not talking about education. Yeah, you also have to take education into consideration, and knowing that right now the country is actually not having their official language to be French, but their local language, and they are considering English language as well. This is when the opportunity come in. If you understand English, this is the best opportunity for you to go to Burkina Faso, make use of it, and teach the people. Guys, you have to pay me for this knowledge. For the education and training part, I went to a place not actually far from the town, and I saw a place where they're actually training girls in making wigs, in making makeup, in making. This center is actually flashy and very beautiful, and then they have a caterer service as well that they do. If you are into food nutrition and you are in Burkina Faso, I think you should consider opening a center where it is going to help young ladies to come and participate, and also actually have a handiwork. It's going to go a long way to help you and help those students or those people who are actually learning from you. And this is actually a good business idea, because right now people don't want to actually finish school and then they are sending out their certificate and they're not getting a job, but they want to finish school and make sure that they have a handiwork. So if you're able to open this business center, you are good at it, why not? The government has actually said, do you remember that it said that for those who actually lost their husband in a battlefield, they should come to him. Any business ideas that they have, whether opening a shop or opening a catering, anywhere they want to do, anything they want to do, they should let him know, so that they will do that for them, and then they can actually start generating money. Do you think if this business idea is no good, do you think the president is actually going to talk about it. No, it's not going to talk about it. But this business idea is actually very lucrative and very amazing. It can help a country to actually grow. People actually look at it as if it's a minor thing. It's not something that you should take into into big. You have to take it into big, because this food business is training people. It's actually lucrative. People make lots of money from it if you are very, very serious. Right now, everybody is on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, anywhere on social media. And then this is another big business idea that you can venture into, that is retail and then e-commerce. And most of you are like, oh, I'm not well versed with the internet. I'm not versed with the internet. I don't know whether you people know Peloka. Peloka is actually in Mali. She's a Mali-based content creator, but then she's from France and she came back to her home country, that is Mali, and she's having a business online where she actually sells products like shea butter. She sells different like soap, black soap as well, online. And anytime she wants to make a sale, she actually go back to France to package her orders and then give it to people. That is what we call e-commerce. She's actually selling online. So when you go back to Burkina Faso, and then guys, you can sell anywhere in the world. You can actually sell your product, your finished product, because the presidents were like, if you don't know, you try to bring out unfinished product from the country to outside the country, it's going to be a problem for you. Some, not all. Yes, some that has actually put a ban on it that you need to take note. So if you're able to actually process this, you process it and you go into retail and e-commerce business, you are good to go. You actually sell online, you are good to go. Right now, online is just the way forward. Digital world. Tell me why the president is actually fighting for the digital world right now in Burkina Faso. Yeah, you need to seize this. And my final one I'm going to talk about is actually the health sector. There's no way we are going to talk about food. We are going to talk about education. We wouldn't talk about health center. In Burkina Faso, right now, what the people need is actually good health care. In the urban city, in the rural city, people actually need good health facilities. So if you are a doctor or a retired doctor in any sector, or you're not even retired but you're looking forward to actually own your own healthcare facilities, I think you should consider actually investing in Burkina Faso, because you are not going to regret. The president is doing all his maximum best to bring people here to actually invest in the country, and anything that takes for it to maintain, for this to actually grow in the country, is going to do it. And there's no way you are going to lose, because you are treating people, you are good, you are okay. You are putting smile on people's face and everything is up. You are even in a country that people love the president, people love everything about the place. You're going to have a peace of mind. Forget about the weather. It gets cool sometimes. It gets very amazing. But guys, I'm just going to stop this video here. I know I've talked a lot, but if you know of any businesses idea that I think you can actually venture in Burkina Faso and I've not mentioned in this video, kindly put that in the comment section. And also don't forget to actually consider all this and see whether you can actually invest in Burkina Faso. It will be a plus for you and I. If you start your restaurant business, don't forget to call me and make sure I'll come and eat for free. Guys, I'll leave it here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. Let me see you in the next video.